Hey everyone, Lotus Prince here. Sorry for the little delay regarding putting this video up since I got back from MAGFest. Number one, I've been at MAGFest, so that meant that I was just off the grid from Thursday through Sunday. Monday I was kind of getting used to settling back in. Tuesday I couldn't really make a video because we were having work done downstairs and there was just really loud machinery operating, so I couldn't film anything without it being horribly distracting. So at long last, here I am. First of all, gotta say, MAGFest was really a lot of fun. Got to meet a lot of cool people, got a few autographs, as a matter of fact. I brought things specifically for the occasion. I got Kinuyo Yamashita's autograph for Castlevania for the NES. She's the composer for the game's music, and oh god, does Castlevania have a good soundtrack, just in general. Some of the more iconic songs of video game music. I got Yuzo Koshiro. I got his autograph for Streets of Rage 2. Again, he's the composer. What interested me about this one is that he actually signed it with Roman characters and not in Japanese. Okay, it was really cool though. That's one of my favorite games growing up, just gameplay in general, and it has one of my favorite soundtracks of the games that I played growing up. Streets of Rage 2 soundtrack. There's not a single flop in that entire OST. It's absolutely brilliant. Look it up if you can. Shouldn't be very hard. It's wonderful. And I also got to meet Jontron briefly in the autograph session. And he actually signed my copy of Dino City. I found this at a retro game store near me, magically in box. I've never seen this game in my life until like a month ago. So that was rather amusing to discover. And for the record, if you haven't seen Jontron's videos, good lord, is that guy hysterical. He reviews generally older games, like one console generation ago and earlier, so PS2 and the GameCube are the latest systems he's reviewed, and otherwise he goes back to the PC or SNES, NES. That guy's a riot, I swear to God. Things I bought, I only bought one game, Kagero, Deception 2. So at a previous con I've been to, it might have even been Otakon, I picked up Tecmo's Deception, and Kagero is the sequel to that. So finally, I can know what's going on in Trapped for the PS2, if that were ever an issue. I don't know how they made 4 of these games. It's one of those things where people come into your house and you set up, or your mansion or your dungeon or whatever, and you set up traps and just screw them over. I don't know about Kagero, but in Tecmo, you can actually walk up to them and fight them yourself if you're so inclined. It's a really weird kind of gameplay, but it's interesting if you're into that kind of thing. Somehow there's 4 of those games, so now I have 3 of them. I guess I'm just missing Deception 3, whatever that's called. It might even just be called Deception 3. I don't know. So, overall, MAGFest was a really fun time. But now that I'm back, next game I'm going to LP, not very much of a surprise, Penumbra Black Plague. Now, I haven't recorded any footage for it because, again, I've been out, so I need to build up my backlog again. But hopefully I can get it up for you in 3 or 4 days. That should be a safe amount of time to have prepared myself. And, oh, before I go, one more thing that I heard. I haven't really confirmed this, but I've heard this from 2 sources, so I suspect it's true. It's been established that Corpse Party 2, really Corpse Party Book of Shadows, is going to be Americanized. I've known that for a few months now. From what I gather, I think it might actually come out on, today's the 9th. I think the 15th. So, which would be, today's a Wednesday, so that would make it a Tuesday. I think it actually comes out Tuesday the 15th on the PlayStation Network. I suspect it'll only be available for the PSP, but if I can somehow download it and play it on the PS2, that'd be amazing. But I'm thinking that's not going to be the case. But in any case, I hear it should come out on the 15th for, I think, $19.99. So that I would love to jump on that as soon as I get the opportunity. So we'll see what ends up happening with that. Otherwise, Penumbra Black Plague should come up in 3 or 4 days. I've heard from multiple people that this is where the series really picks up and gets going, so I'm excited to play it, and I hope you're excited to see it. Until next time, everyone.